During the 75 years of the MotoGP Championship, the leather suits have changed a lot. So let's take a look. Back years ago, maybe even in the 70s and before the 90s where we have the suit here, the leather suits were exactly just that, leather and thread with some protectors underneath, but very basic construction. And if you fast forward to the suit of Fabio Quartararo, one of the biggest differences on that there's about 150 individual components that are going into it. Around sort of 2011, 2012, elbows started to hit the floor in a few corners, but then Marc Marquez was really the first proponent to make elbow sliders a thing. So through the years, we've developed an elbow slider, and now that's been adopted. All classes, you know, they're all dragging their elbow. And then when you look these days, Jorge Martin especially, you know, in some circuits, he's even starting to drag his shoulder. So now this is an area where we're constantly evolving in there. Comparing how much a leather suit sort of flexes or wears, probably the best way to demonstrate it is the suit from '98. You can, you know, fold it away quite small and quite easily. And I guess if we take Fabio's fully armed, fully loaded suit ready for the race weekend, you know, it still works exactly the same, similar. But, you know, bear in mind, inside there's a full airbag, there's a full suit liner, then there's all types of other softer and harder protections inside. One of the biggest differences with boots, they didn't have the most protection on the ankles. You know, this was state of the art in its day, where this is the Supertech boot of Fabio. It's leather, it's the protector. You also have, you know, toe slider, a heel cup, but really the protection and safety inside this boot comes from inside, where there's also an inner bootie that has protectors that stop hyperextension of the foot. When it comes to gloves and the evolution of those, gloves were made of deerskin, had more in common with a golf glove than what we know as a motorcycle glove today. So if you compare a deerskin glove to something like here's of Marc Marquez, where you have these knuckle protectors, and on top of that as well, we join the finger bridge, so we join the pinky finger and the third finger together, so then that doesn't get stray and get damaged, because it's quite easy to happen if a bike falls on top of it. It was 2009, we were first on track with a functioning airbag in MotoGP, and in 2018, the FIM saw such a reduction in injuries that they made the technology mandatory. It can detect a crash in 40 milliseconds, and then once the algorithm has decided you're gonna crash, it can fully deploy this airbag in 25 milliseconds.
Hello, Chris.
Oh, hey, Simon.
Hey, buddy. I've come from
Hey, Fabio.
How are you?
Good, good.
Good,
Hey,
Simon?
buddy. Good to see you.
Your suits are ready.
We take it?
I've come from my suit. Chris has been comparing a suit from my era that was beautiful in its day to one of the suits in your day.
We go to compare?
Yeah, yeah.
Come on in.
Please. What I love the most is the knee slider. Huh?
Leather, not plastic. I like them because they were quiet, you know, the plastic would, you could hear it. But your bike's so noisy.
But this one was already quite used, no? It was a bit bigger, or was already the...
You can see the thickness.
So already from us is quite... Us
A
is
lot,
much
yeah.
bigger, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Easier to get your knee down.
Yeah. But for the wet, you had
No need.
something different, or...?
For the wet, no.
Same.
No, we had the choice, plastic or leather. I like the leather because of the no noise.
Okay.
But you can smell them. They smell like, you know, burning.
I will take this one for the weekend.
For a test. But yeah, no hump or anything like that, you know. But all the stretch,
Looks nicer, huh?
flat, easier to read. Good, better for the sponsors. But yeah, it was beautiful in its day. But they've come a long way, man.
Of course, now also the security and
Yeah.
is much more safe.
Fit, weight, they're lighter.
Well, now with the airbag also it's a bit heavier, but yeah, nice one. Nice to see the difference. Huh?
Cool, man.